So 24-cent ADA just seems like a distant memory now. It may be hard to believe, but only 50 days ago, we were stuck in some of the most bearish times in terms of ADA. 24 cents, could not escape it. And now we're at 62, almost 63 cents actually. It's rallying while I'm talking here. And that raises this interesting question. Okay, we've talked about the Bitcoin halving. We should obviously, historically, we've rallied into the halving. We've set, good new cycle highs approaching that. And that time is very swiftly approaching. I've talked about my projections for that point. I said we should be somewhere between 60 to 65 cents. I've seen people say 75 cents, but now we're already there, right? We're already in this 60 to 65 cent range. 75 cents is a stone throw away. So now I pose this question: can we hit $1 by the Bitcoin halving? So when we look at ADA's historical chart, this is what happened during the last market cycle leading into the Bitcoin halving. You can see we followed basically to a T the rally that we were on to get things going, the transition to the bull market cycle. All right. And ADA was going on a nice run. You can see right now, I would say that we're following almost exactly as we did then. We're a little bit stronger because we're a little more tempered in our runs, more sustainability, less possibility of retracements. And what happened right here was obviously the big black swan event, the crypto crash, the COVID crash. Gosh, can't speak this morning. The COVID crash crippled markets throughout the world. Major black swan event that affected everybody. Okay. But now the question is are we going to get something like that in the very short term here? I doubt it. All right. And again, this is always not financial advice, but there's a higher likelihood of positive outcomes over the next few months as we lead into the halving, as opposed to bearish ones. Remember, spot Bitcoin ETF approval. We have a likely win in the Ripple v SEC case. And these don't downplay these guys. These are major industry shifting catalysts. All right. Spot Bitcoin ETF approval. That's major capital influx from institutional investors. Some people don't like that, but guess what? That capital helps make the market move forward. It brings trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars into the market that is not here. And guess what? Spot ETFs, you need to acquire the assets. It's not essentially a subsidiary, right? It's a big deal. Okay, it brings more money in. It drags charts up, BTC rallying, likely dragging other assets with it. It's a big deal. And then you look at something like the Ripple v SEC case. It could provide a major point of clarity throughout the industry, actually defining what crypto assets are considered. And we obviously know from a little excerpt of this case that assets sold on secondary markets don't constitute securities, which is a big deal for ADA because that's one thing the SEC has said about it, right? So these are big points and catalysts leading into this bull market, leading into the Bitcoin halving. And we're likely to have some sort of clarity in that during this block right here to begin 2024. So you could turn this big, huge rally that we're on right now into an even larger one, even more major super rally. Again, I think I talked about in a video earlier, a major super rally that could send ADA above $1, could send BTC close to the all-time high in terms of the Bitcoin halving, which is something we've never experienced before. Basically, pretend that this big COVID crash did not happen. Instead, add this rally onto the top right here. That puts ADA even somewhere, wow, that'd be insane, somewhere up in this like $1.50 to $1.70 range. Now, again, this is not financial advice. I don't want to get everybody's hopes up. Know that with as much as ADA and the market have rallied, there are possibilities now that to begin 2024, at least a short part of the start of it, we could face retracements. It's completely possible because the market has been too good. It all depends on whether this capital that has entered the space has staying power, if they plan on being here throughout the bull market cycle. If there are people that have entered that want that short, quick buck and they want to take their profits, we might see retracements, okay? But if they have that long-term mindset that we have, if they're focusing on late 2025, which should be the height of the bull market cycle, that's where this could turn into something that's absolutely face melting. So can ADA hit $1 by the Bitcoin halving? I truly think it can. But we're going to need to see how these next few months play out before we can officially make a call on that. So I appreciate you guys as always. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, but I hope you guys have a great day. Show your love below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.